Hello Stampin' friends. It's Tuesday night and I'm Julia Mazur with Simply She Stamps, and I have a cute card for you tonight. A happy birthday, Sunshine, and I am using the Sharing Sunshine stamp set. I was inspired by a card from one of my Stampin' friends, Beth Rush, and she used this cute set, and there is a coordinating greeting set that goes along with it that I'm so excited to use as well. Not tonight, but I'm going to be making lots of these things because this sun is just so super cute. And I do want to highlight that I did use some designer series paper, which is on sale this month until August 2nd, 15% off. This blue stripe paper actually comes from the You're a Peach. Yes, You're a Peach Designer Series paper. So if you follow me, you probably have seen my peach cards. Maybe you took my You're a Peach class, and that's a great set and love that paper. And what's great about our Designer Series paper, a lot of times there's a B side, and they're patterns, and you kind of can use them however you want to. It doesn't have to be with the coordinating stamp set. So let me show you how I put this card together. On my blog, I will put all the dimensions in case you don't catch them during the video. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay. I see someone's watching live. That's always exciting for me when someone's watching me live. So here I started with a card base. It's Balmy Blue, and I cut 4 strips of the Designer Series paper, and you'll see on my sample my lines go vertical, but on this one I'm going to do them horizontal. I kind of couldn't decide, so a lot of times I make 2 cards at once, and then if you can't decide, switch it up and see what you like best. Now these strips are cut at, I forgot, so I'm going to use my measuring here, 1, 2, 3 3/4, and I think 1 1/4 or 1 1/8. It looks like 1 1/8, so I can get them all on there. And actually what I'm going to do is use my Stampin' Seal, and the one at the top and the bottom, I need to kind of get that going. The one at the top and the bottom, I am going to lay down flat with my Stampin' Seal. If I, a lot of times I will use my green glue so I can kind of play around with that. The Stampin' Seal, once it's down, it's down. So I'm kind of just laying these out so that I have a nice border between all 4 strips. This card was also, it was inspired by 2 different cards. One I mentioned from my Stampin' friend, Beth, and the other one was in our weekly email. We get kind of an email newsletter from Stampin' Up, and they had a sample with a new celebration set using these 4 strips and a Designer Series paper, and I kind of was inspired by that to create this card. Okay, so I have 2 on the bottom and flat, and the other ones I'm going to use my dimensionals to pop up if I can find some. There we go. I should probably add my clouds before I put these down, because it might be hard to stay. Well, no, that's okay. I kind of needed to play around with them. There's no right way to put a card together, and this time I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to just get the whole bottom, the whole card base done. And why am I popping these 2 up? Oh, I just wanted something different. And maybe you can't even tell on camera, but these 2 in the middle are popped up, and the top and the bottom are just flat right on the card base. Okay, so I used, oh my goodness, let me pull out my dies here. Still unpacking from my trip to Nashville. I'm back home. I had a great time and was there for 2 weeks, so I did bring some Stampin' stuff. Okay, so I am using the Basic Borders dies, and these are great for borders on your cards. And this one is just so cute for clouds, so that works so well with our clouds here. So I cut a bunch of these out, and I am going to adhere it. If I was smart, I didn't cut them exactly to the right size, so if I was smart, I would have done that on all 4 pieces before I did this, but that's okay. I can take my paper snips and quickly trim them. Would have been a lot easier. That's okay. That's what happens. You know, I did have this car all planned out, ready to go, but you know, you get on camera and you kind of forget your steps that you had in mind. That's okay. All right, and then this one I'm going to put down here. Let's see. I think I had them originally at a different length, and that's why all of my clouds are longer than I anticipated. There we go. And I love these border dies because they have stitching on them, and I just love that little detail added. Okay, you could even pop up these clouds if you wanted to. I'm going to leave them flat right there. And this one, I'm going to put like that. You could use liquid glue or glue dots. That's going right there. So I'm kind of moving from the bottom up. Usually when I make cards, I start with the focal point and go down, but this time I'm going up. Okay. Oh, see, I wanted to add my ribbon before I put that down, but that's okay. I gotta find it. It was still tucked away. Hold on, hold that thought. I thought I had a piece cut, but I didn't. Okay, I'm coming back. Okay, here we go. Love this bumblebee gingham ribbon. And as you can see, I wrapped it around this piece just to kind of add some interest after I stamp my greeting. You know, my paper snips don't always cut the ribbon great. That's okay. So before I stuck this down, I could have wrapped it around, but I'm just kind of shimmying it up there. Your favorite dies, Susan? The basic borders? Yeah, you have made, I have really enjoyed your projects that you have been posting on your blog. You are definitely an inspiration. Okay, so I'm not tying a bow. I'm just going to tie a little knot here. Oh, thanks for saying I do a good job. It's hard being on camera. You know, things don't always go as planned. That's okay, though. We pivot. Isn't that the 2020 word? Even though we're in 2021. Okay. Maybe my other paper snips are a little bit sharper. I have some nice fabric scissors for my ribbon. Okay, so there's that part. And then here I have my cute little sun. And I have a strip of paper here for my greeting. And I have one more cloud thing here, and I am going to just trim it. And he's going to kind of get under here to kind of anchor my sun. Okay, so then that's kind of like a full cloud right there. So let me show you how I stamped my little sun here. I used the circle dies, and I was really sad that our circle punches were retired. But you know, these are great because you have so many, and if you had, you would have to have so many punches. What, 16 dies I think are in here? And you'd have to have 16 punches, and that would take a lot of space. And I do like that you have just the plain circles, and you also have scallop circles. So these are great space saver. Okay, so I already pre-cut my circles, but you could stamp and then cut them if you wanted to. And I'm gonna start with my bumblebee cardstock, and I'm gonna grab this piece. You know, usually I have my stamps already on my blocks, but not tonight. That's okay. All right, you see it truly in action. All right, here is my bumblebee ink, and I am going to stamp full strength on the circle here. I'm going to bring it a little bit closer to me, and with the photopolymer stamps you can see right through. There we go. And then I'm going to keep this open. I think I'm going to stamp the two colors, or the stamps with the same color. I have a tendency to kind of lose my ink pads on camera. Okay, so I am going to grab my foam mat here just because this is a photopolymer stamp. I'm going to stamp on my scratch paper to kind of get a lighter ink, and then stamp the sun. So now that's a lighter ink. I'm going to close up my bumblebee here. I'm going to grab my cinnamon cider. This is a great color to complement the bumblebee. Got to grab my little smiley face. Where's my little smiley face? There's my little smiley face. And I am going to stamp the fun face in cinnamon cider on top of my bumblebee, not full strength. And I have my cinnamon cider out still, and I am going to grab this little half sun ray piece. And you don't have to be perfect. I'm going to stamp on my bumblebee here, and it just adds some rays, and you'll just have to stamp it twice. And since it's clear, you can kind of line it up pretty well. Doesn't have to be perfect. So those are the rays, and now I need his little cheeks, and those come from this little dot right here. I don't know what it is. I guess it is your cheek, the little cheeks, what part of your cheek? Oh, I don't want that in cinnamon cider. I need the Blushing Bride. And I am going to stamp off. I don't want the full strength Blushing Bride. So I'm going to ink it up, stamp on my scratch paper, and put one little apple of his cheek. There we go. Okay, so you just get a nice little subtle apple cheeks there. Okay, and I am going to use my dimensionals to pop the sun up and layer it on the sun rays right there. And I am going to add a couple more, maybe 3, so I can pop him up on my card, and he's going to go right here. Then I'm going to grab my Balmy Blue and the Happy Birthday that comes in the set. That's why this set is so great. There are some sentiments, but like I said, there is, if you need more sentiments, there is the coordinating sunny sentiments. So this card's so cute because, I don't know if you can see it, we have Happy Birthday Sunshine. So I have a strip of paper that I cut to about 3/4 of an inch wide, and it is probably longer than what I need, but that's okay. I'm just going to trim it. So I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday, and then I'm going to grab Sunshine. I need my bumblebee again. And of course, I'm going to stamp Sunshine in the yellow. Here we go. Happy Birthday Sunshine. And I'm just gonna trim that with my scissors. I do a lot of banners, but this time I'm just gonna keep it straight like my sample. And I did use some dimensionals. We're gonna put 3 on there. There we go. Kind of sneak that up there. I could probably put a glue dot and that would stay nicely. And I do want some of that ribbon showing. There we go. And if it hangs over a little too much, you can even trim it. So that is how we put our Happy Birthday Sunshine card together. And let me show you a little trick I'm going to do to kind of keep that in place. I'm going to grab one of my glue dots. These are from the Paper Pumpkins. And I am just going to kind of peel one off of there, stick it at the back of my Designer Series paper, and that'll hold that ribbon in place. after the fact. So there we go. I'm interested. Oh, thanks, Susan. I'm glad you like my cute card. I thought this little sunshine guy was so cute as well. So I'm curious to hear from people out there, which direction do you like the blue stripes? Do you like them horizontally? I thought that was kind of like wind, and that was my original concept. Or do you like them vertically? I have a tendency to use the stripes vertically on most of my cards, so it was kind of strange for me to cut the paper this way. So that's why I wanted to do them both ways. So I'm interested in hearing which one is your favorite card, the vertical stripes or the horizontal stripes. Thank you for joining me tonight, and I just want to leave you with a reminder that there is a sale on Designer Series paper until August 2nd. Select Designer Series paper from the annual catalog is on sale. Unfortunately, I couldn't get this to print in color today, but there are 9 that are on sale. The Euro Peach that I used today, this is one of my favorites. The Tidings of Christmas is also on sale, and I did just get that. Let's see if I have it handy. Because I want to show you that, because that comes in 6x6. I do have it handy. It's right here. And the next couple weeks, I'm going to make some projects using this Designer Series paper to celebrate Christmas in July. So this is called Tidings of Christmas. It's in the annual catalog. It comes like this, 6x6, and it is $9.78 on sale. And it's gorgeous paper for the holidays. I can't wait to start using it. I just got it. I ordered it, and it was here when I got home on Sunday, so I'm so excited to start playing with it. I got some great ideas to use these papers for cards and tags and other things for the holidays. Oh, beautiful stripes. So stock up on your Designer Series paper. I'll be showing you on how to make quick cards and other packaging and tags for the holidays. You just bought that too. Yeah, I can't wait to use that Tidings of Christmas. So thank you for joining me, and if you are interested in saving 15% on Designer Series paper, you can shop on my online store at www.jmazur.stampinup.net, and you can use this host code 9ZNMXEJ3, and I will send you a special something in the mail if you order by August 2nd. Some ideas for your Designer Series paper. Be sure to check back with me next Tuesday night at 7:15 for Tuesday Night Stampin' Club for some Christmas in July projects and even some sneak peeks at our holiday, I shouldn't call it the holiday catalog. It's, it used to be the holiday mini, and there's lots of holiday items in there. It's the July through December mini catalog and Celebration 2.0, which starts August 3rd. Thanks for joining me, and have a great week. Bye-bye.